I went over 4,000. We went over 4,000 watch hours. As you can see, I'm very happy about that. And folks, thank you. You guys are the reason I accomplished 4,000 watch hours in 6.5 months. Yes. Okay. So let's start off with shout outs. I want to shout out Declexi_craft because these are, she's Ghanaian and she made these earrings handmade. So she makes handmade jewelry. So if you're interested, go to Declexi_craft and that is there for you. I definitely can't wait. When I go back to Ghana, I'm going to look into more of her jewelry because cute. Oh, cute. Alrighty, so that's shout out. Next, Diane Whittaker. Hello, hello. How are you? I think this is the first time I've seen you in my life. Vicky in the house. Visiting in the house. My neighbor in Ghana. So glad you're here. Today's gonna be so informative. You guys drink your water today with key lime juice. Just to throw that in there. Yes, shout out. Earrings, the Plexi. Next, appreciation. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I just can't, let me just show you. So here's the full story. Let me just share the screen. Once you have 1,000 watch hours, 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours, you become monetized. We have to pass the background check and all that stuff. But here, folks, this is what you guys blessed me with. By subscribing and watching my watch hours, I qualified to submit my channel for monetization. So the first step, review partner program terms, complete. Second step, sign up for Google Sense. Folks, this is when I get that cheddar cheese. You know what I'm saying? So when you watch an ad or anything like that, we need for that now. So upside, money, of course. Downside, there'll be more advertisements on my videos. But who's mad at that? Are you mad at that? Are you? And then third step is review. So as you can see, it's in process. Once I get done with this step, they'll tell me if I'm monetized or not. And in come the cheddar cheese. BK, you are in the house. So once again, I appreciate you all watching my videos, and without you, I would not have been able to apply to become monetized. Yes! Are you excited for me? Yes. Thirdly, house cleaning. My business email is back up and running. So if you emailed me within the last couple of weeks and I have not responded to you, that's because I didn't even know my email was not connected to the DNS, all that stuff. But now I'm up and running, and I reply emails within like 2-3 hours. So if you didn't hear from me, I didn't get it, please resend it, and we will go from there. Okay, 7 people in the live. Let's continue. Let's get right into it. I know you guys are here for the good information. I'm going to start with no agent. So, folks, I started with an agent, okay? So Zusi, one of my friends, so as some of you guys don't know, I'm the first one to return to the motherland in over 400 years. So I had no connections, nothing, right? I'm like, where do I start? And I thought about my friend. He is Nigerian and he's a writer, director, and I did one of his short films with him. And I know he lived on the continent, so I was like, okay, he knows somebody. So he referred me to Zusi. Zusi told me Ghana was a great place for real estate. And I said, okay, did my research, confirmed what she said. And another way I research places is, or to know more about Ghana, is influencers on YouTube. So I would watch all the popular influencers. I would comment at the bottom saying, oh, I'm going to Ghana, I'm looking to Ghana. And then, people are on a hunt. Agents are on a hunt. So an agent replied to one of my comments and she said, oh, I'm an agent. I think whatever was in that video, she's the agent of whatever they were selling, and that influencer was advertising in that video. So she got a hold of me, and I'm like, okay, cool. See, at this time, folks, buying land and building was not even on my mind. My Also, you can ask questions anytime. You can interrupt me, just to let you know. Buying land and building never even crossed my mind. So I was looking into a duplex or a triplex to buy, to live in one and rent the others for income. And that was my initial goal. And so that's what I embarked on initially. Mind you, your girl has no money, right? So what I was going to do is do my full research, um, put an awesome pitch together, and go pitch and find investors and partner up with them. And I would be the person on ground in Ghana overseeing the project, overseeing, rental income and all that stuff, while the investor would just meet, right? So I was the sweat equity, and then I'm going to raise actual, equity. So that was my initial plan. And then my friend Zusi was like, "Oh my gosh, I know a project manager in Ghana. Let me refer you to him." And so she referred me to him, and he was like, "You can buy land and build, and that's more affordable." Oof. I was like, "What?" It didn't. Also, I'm a Cali girl. Like everything's developed here. You have to go up north or to another state to buy land and develop. So that didn't even cross my mind. So when you told me that, I said, "Oh, okay." And so I went to my agent and I said, "Oh, this is what I want to do. I want to buy land now and develop it." She's like, "I don't do land." Huh? Aren't you an agent? I don't do land. What do you mean you don't do land? And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Oh, it's just too much litigation." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I was looking at, so one of the things I paid her for, which was, I think it was well worth it, I got a list. So when my mind was just purchasing a developed property and um, and renting out the other units, she gave me a list. And folks, if you have been, hello, I'm Morris World. Yes, welcome. I love it. I'm Morris. I think I'm Morris World. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So when I looked at the list, I said, "Can you put a list together of just, townhomes, developed properties? I want to see that." So if you've been following my page for any amount of time, you can catch my wave. You can catch my vibe. You can catch my frequency that I'm for my community, right? So I told her, put a list together of African-owned developed properties. She put a list together. Only one African developer was on there, and that one I already researched and found out on my own. So all the other ones were either Lebanese owned, European owned, Chinese developed. And I'm just like, what are the other options? And she was like, "Well, I just wanted to show you, the other options that is offered in Ghana." I said, "Well, we discussed that I just want African owned development, so we understand." Come to find out, a lot of developments that are like USA and US and UK standards, they're not African developed, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there are African developers that have high class, what we would consider from the States, our type of lifestyle. But that's when I realized, I said, "Oh my gosh, a lot of people here, a lot of developers, they're from other countries, folks. They're from other non-African countries." I said, "Is this what it is?" And that's when it triggered my mind. I was like, "No, where are our people? Where is the diaspora? Where are we at in this game?" And so that's when my passion developed in getting us to the homeland. Okay. So that's how my agent dropped me. She was like, "I don't do land, too many litigation issues, and here's a list." So she went a little further and gave me a list of cities that I should look into, which I did. Um, so my first trip was November of 2022. So the project manager that my friend referred me to, he had a friend that was selling land. So you got to be careful in these streets. Okay. So one thing I learned is you do a land search and you do a site plan. I mean, a survey of the land for a site plan. Because whoever's trying to sell you the land, if their name is not in the land submission search database, they can't give you an indenture for that land, folks. And I say this almost every live because it's so crucial and important to do that step because I did a land submission search on that land that was referred to me. It was in Teshi. Someone else's name popped up on the search. And this was November 2022, folks. So that already, and to today, I talked to the people that own the land, but like we're still going through litigation issues because it's not our family's name in the database. What? So I didn't go with them for that, and also the plots were a little too smaller. I needed more. Um, so that was my first encounter with someone's name not being on the land submission search. So it's crucial. And then another land I saw was another referral. So right now, these are word of mouth referrals, right? My agent already dropped me because I want land and not develop properties anymore. So now I'm like, fine, I'll do this on my own, right? Because come to find out, a lot of agents don't want to look for land for people, right? So this, if you are being declined by agents and you're looking to buy land and no one wants to help you, this is kind of going to show you what you can do. I'm just sharing what I did. So if you have to come to Ghana and do this yourself, this is an option. But if you have that cheddar cheese and that paper and that guap, I'm pretty sure you can pay someone to do this for you. BK, yes, my first, no, November 2020. So my first trip to Ghana was November 2020 because I was waiting on the borders to open up. So the borders opened up September 2020, and then I was able to get my ticket for November 2020. So I've been to Ghana 3 times already. Um, you would think, that I wouldn't have to do all that, but I do. It is what it is. Okay. So that's how I'm just looking for land, folks. I'm just on my grind since my agent dropped me. What I leave off. So at this point, it's all word of mouth. So land in Teshi, land in another company, another area, but they had a house already on the plot, and I didn't want to. They said I couldn't remove it, so I didn't want that land. I don't want like a random house on the plot, so I dropped that. And then after, did I see another land? Oh, I saw a developed. Well, I had an appointment to see in a developed property, but showed me and wouldn't give me a tour. So I'm like, okay, customer service. I came from the other side of the world. Oh, and so that's how that went down. So the word of mouth referrals, I didn't go through any of those. So the second time I went to Ghana, this time I'm like, oh, I'm getting some land. I don't know how, where, when, don't know how to do it, but it's gonna get done. And so I said, what can I do? There was a website which I'm gonna share with you guys right now, Meqasa. Folks, you can literally download this app right now and look at what if you want to rent, if you want to sell, land, develop properties, all that. So I'm gonna share this screen so you can see it for yourself. This, if you guys are watching my videos, you already know what I went through with this app. So I logged out. Okay. So this is Meqasa. Through this is their website, but I went through their app. You can download their app. And that's, there's less commotion on the app. But folks, through here, you can actually create an account, all that jazz. You can contact the people. You can put in rent, how much you're willing to pay, or the range, your location, your cities, whatever you want. And they also give you advice. They have a YouTube channel. So through Meqasa, I said, I'm just going to set up a whole bunch of appointments. Folks, I think it was 13 to 15 appointments set up to see different properties. And I read an article, I think it's from Meqasa. They said the top up and coming cities were Aburi. Oh, let me write this down so I can see. It was Aburi, Tema 25, and I think it's OBE. I'm not sure. if I'm spelling this correctly. Let's say you can see. There we go. A brewery 225 and Obie. So I went to Meqasa. I put in those cities. I looked at land. I looked at what popped up. And I set appointments. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that it didn't work out. But it's okay. So let me show you the videos. I'm not going to show you the video, but I'm going to show you, if you want to see my full story, um, watch these videos and then you can get the full story. Because folks, I'll be here for over an hour if I broke down literally everything that I went through. So let me share another screen with you. Any questions, any comments? Feel free, because you know I don't mind as I share this screen. Here we go. So these two, the two videos of me in yellow, why I flew to Ghana 3 times in 1 year, and my lock-in in China during the pandemic triggered my investing in Ghana. If you want to know the whole story, watch these two videos and you'll know, what I went through. So what I'm basically doing, what I went through in these videos, I'm giving you like the bones of it. I'm breaking it down even more so you can get a greater understanding. And then you can just take what I have to say and run with it and do what you want. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the Meqasa. Let me get there. Maybe I'll do this quickly. I don't understand why I'm so slow. Here we go. Yeah. Advertisement. So yes, folks, go to this website, Meqasa.com, and just have fun. Get into it. Do whatever you want. Find out where you want to live. Look into the cities. Find out pricing. It's all there. And so that's how, when I went for the second time, that's how I was able to see properties. But as you guys know, that watch my videos, that went to hell. Because it is crucial that you do a land acquisition search and a survey before you give your money to anybody. And when I went to the lands, I'm thinking I'm seeing 15 different properties. It was the same plot area. So I was like, that's five appointments to see land gone because it was all the same. I'm like, oh. And they wouldn't let me do a survey on the land. They're like, oh no, we don't do that here. I'm like, what do you mean you don't do that here? Because I've had a land liaison. I'm sorry, my my land consultant. I met him on my first trip in November, so he's been with me the whole time, and he's the one that told me when you go do a land commission search and a survey of the land. And they're telling me, oh, we don't do that. I'm gonna find out. Don't let anyone do that, and they will just take your money, and you're gonna wonder like, dang, why am I fighting through litigation with all these people saying they own the same land? That's because all they do is advertise it, take your money, and then just roll out. And that's why they didn't allow me to do a survey, because if I did, that would expose everything. Crucial. It was so crucial. So after that happened to me, I'm thinking I'm seeing 15 different properties. I end up seeing like only 8 or 9. And so I said, oh my gosh, this is like, it was a pure waste of money. It's going to waste my trip. Like I didn't come from the other side of the world to look at land, right? So I said, what can I do? I sat there and I remember I made contact with the land that I saw in November. I stayed in contact with the contractor. And he said, oh, there's this group that they're, at the time they're called the Repat Initiative, the Repat Initiative group. And they're like, yeah, they have a relationship with cows. And they're helping people get land. So I'm like, I'm clueless, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Like my trip won't be wasted. So I go see the land, gorgeous, healthy, virgin land. There's no water, there's no electricity there, but it's all good. So I ended up purchasing that land. And yeah, as you guys know, I still have my indenture. And it's been recently had a dramatic event, but I'll say that for another time. So we ended up purchasing 6 plots through those land liaisons, and that was my first donor purchase. So still no agent, but at that time I had land liaisons that I would send my money through to go to cost the estate company. So that was my first land purchasing. Okay, moving to August 2021, my third time in Ghana. So mind you, how I found the beachfront property, I was following influencers. Every time they did a video on real estate, I messaged whoever was in that video. And eventually one responded to me, right? And that's how I found out about the beachfront location. So, and folks, I'm just in these African streets just trying to find some land. So I strongly encourage you, if you don't want to go through the process of having an agent or for some reason you just want to do this on your own, YouTube is a university. Word of mouth is great. So if you already have African connections and backgrounds, word of mouth is great. YouTube and as you guys know, Meqasa. That's what I did. And that's how I found the beachfront property without an agent. And my other property too without an agent. Let me check, everything. Oh, and so that's how my YouTube page started. Because I was looking for, when I found out that I had to do this on my own, I was looking for what to do. So I would go on YouTube and say, like, land purchasing, the process. And there's no one, like, literally talking about step by step process of how to get land in Ghana. They would, like, gloss over it, like, oh, we got it from a cheap, we got our site plan, we did landscaping and stuff. And that they didn't really show a step by step process. So I said, well, I have to become the page I want. And so once I got in contact with the beachfront property owner, he told me the price of it. I didn't have no money. So what did I do? I came back to the States, Uber died until I got the money. And folks, the first video, the video that you see, let me show you this one. The how I bought, there we go. You guys see that? There we go. How I bought beachfront land in Ghana. This was my first video. I dropped this September 26th, 2021. How I bought my beachfront land, and that's when my journey started. I so when I posted this video, I'm like, what if the land? I didn't do the survey or anything yet. I didn't give them any of my money, but I just recorded my surveying process and made a video of my whole situation. I said, this is like that. This whole video is for nothing. I'm not even there. But eventually it worked out. September 26th, I dropped this video, and as you guys know, I have a whole bunch of videos. I recorded my whole process. I have over, I think, like 22 videos in my playlist. Where is it? There we go. There's 20 videos on my playlist, Ghana Land Purchasing playlist. So if you are clueless on where to start or what it looks like, you can literally watch my playlist and learn how to get land in Ghana without an agent. Let me make sure I go through everything. Yeah. So once I create this channel, create this playlist, I got my indentures, and my friend was like, Leslie, this is not a regular thing you did. Like you literally went to a different country from scratch and bought land. You need to leverage this. And that didn't cross my mind at all. He's like, we literally can help people get land in Ghana. I'm like, what? This is what I did, folks. I started my own website. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's what I'll do. And I started my own land liaison website. So through this whole experience, folks, I didn't see any of this coming. Um, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So people that don't want to start from scratch, and if you're interested in beachfront property, you need to just go to my website and you'll see what I went through. And I'll guide you through the same process I went through, and you go from there. So that's my story, folks. That's how I went from not knowing anything about land to purchasing land, and now I have a website for people to go to and visit. And I have great news. So one of my goals for us as the community, as the diaspora, as Africans and as African descendants, is finding. I want to get more land options for you guys. Because not everyone can afford beachfront property, especially the amount he's charging. And we need other options because all the land in Ghana is not expensive. So, yes, I'm interested in buying beachfront property. Oh, okay, boom, there's a website right there. There's a questionnaire, look through it, and then if you want to take the next step, email me and we'll go from there. Folks, let me share this with you. Let me make my eyes big so you can look at each other's face. Okay. I'm going to Ghana in June, right? And part of my trip will be meeting other chiefs because I'm still looking for my acre. The acre at cost, who knows, right? So I need an acre to go with my second phase project. So my first phase is the beachfront property boutique resort. And then my second phase is a 20-unit townhome complex, right? And so I need an acre for that, folks. I need an acre. So hopefully when I go back to Ghana in June, one of my trips will be going and seeing this land first. If this all goes well, I'll have a more affordable option for you guys, right? And then once I get my indentures from cost, I'll be able to sell you directly my plots. So you don't have to even deal with cost. What? Oh my God. I'm so excited, folks, because I'm a small little human pond, right? But I want to do my part. And I don't have to do this because, I don't have a savings complex or nothing. But I'll do that. I'm going to Nigeria in July so I can start over. Yeah, so it's only like a 45-minute flight from Nigeria to Ghana. So I'll be in Ghana for a month from the end of June to the end of July. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yes. So the more chiefs I meet, and here's the thing, this is what I want to share with you guys. Here, if you go to my website, this area, it says land options. Land options. As you can see, it says beachfront and developed properties. Eventually, I'm going to add other options here that are more affordable. Because guess what? Anyone on any budget should be able to come to Ghana and purchase land. Period. Right? So you guys have my word. As I meet more chiefs, but see, this is my catch. I don't refer people to people that I have not worked with. So if I have not bought land for these people and went through the process, I won't be referring them. So only people on my website are people that I went through the process with and got indentures for, and I left to an extent. Right? Hey, Shara all day. Welcome, welcome. We have like new people today. I think we have more new people than old people. Akwasi, hello. I missed your comment. Hi there. Um, yes, folks. That's how I bought land in Ghana without an agent. It's been a journey. If you've been looking at my stories, you know that it's been a lot. But honestly, I can say it's worth it. So I do have intentions now to the beachfront property, and I'm trying to find a connection at Central Region to start my deed. And still, nothing has come of that. So, folks, if you know anyone in Central Region that has already provided a deed for someone, let me know because I would definitely like to check them out. But any questions? Have I said all I need to say? I am done. And that's how I did it, folks. I just went to Ghana 3 times in a year. I used word of mouth. I used YouTube, and I used Meqasa. Meqasa's app. And that's all I did. And I just kept going until I got some land, and I kept going until I got an industry. And now I'm waiting my next step to get the deed. What's your website information? Is right there on the screen. Can you see that? Vision-reality.com. I'll do it bigger. Maybe it's too small. Vision-reality.com. Yeah, it's bigger. Vision-reality.com. How far is this property from the airport? It is about 2.5 hours. So it is not in a it's in central region. It's about 30 minutes from Elamina Castle. Yeah. All right, folks. I'll see you on for a little bit more if there's no questions. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Today was short and sweet. I just want to get that information out to you, especially about the Meqasa website. You want to look into the most up and coming cities of Bury, 2025, and O'Bee, according to the Meqasa research. So it's not just me making this up. This is from this website. Website again, Meqasa. They have blogs. They talk about the industry. So folks, you want to start from scratch, like I did. You just go through this process, go to these websites, do your research, make sure you go visit Ghana, and yeah. The city is in South. The city it's called South Pond. We call it South Pond. It's like on the border, but South Pond is what will pop up on Google if you do Google Docs. All righty, folks. Any in-depth questions about the beachfront property, please visit my website. Everything is there. Email me, and we can take it to the next step. I'll set up an appointment with you. Do so. Looking forward to meeting you. You can finance or pay cash. I paid cash. So, folks, I had to get my husband on an Uber drive. Okay? I Uber drive. I Uber drove. And 70% upfront, 20% when we get when the indenture is complete, and then 10% once the indenture is received. Okay, close, Diana. That's close. Yeah, I mean you're really close to the beachfront property. Yeah, you're like 30 minutes away. Sheree all day. You are welcome. All righty, folks. What do I have to do? My shout outs. Sheree all day, thank you. Diane, thank you. Inor's World, thank you. BK, thank you so much. Please check me out. Thank you. And Vicky, of course, thank you. Let me make sure I shout out everyone. You know what? Today was a great day. We had a lot of new people, and that's cool. Okay, so I shouted out everyone. Alrighty, folks. Till next time. I feel like I have something to say. Like something's coming up. I think I'm excited about me going back in Ghana in June and living in my coconut hut. In my last live, I talked about how I'm going to survive and live indigenously in a coconut hut. Oh, BCB, you were here this whole time? You just say something. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, you did say. Okay, I'm just mumbling. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I will see you guys next week.